Yeah, what's up, baby? What's up, redneck? Already out here in the house.
Oh yeah,
It's
true.
yeah, man. Redneck's already in the house, man. What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G Garcia and Brian T. Licata. And I'm not more high than Chillin' Man is in the house. Chillin' Man is in the house. I'm not more stoned than I normally am. I just know I look it because I'm like
Mm.
totally in I am totally in peace mode right now, man.
Really?
I feel zen, man. You know, I'm not anymore like I said, I'm not any more lit than I normally am, although the weed is
Mm.
good.
That's good.
And I got a nice cup of Joe.
Mm.
It's nice and warm, you know. I just got my new Major League the show. I ordered
Oh,
it.
the game.
Yeah. But I got it used and I got an old one. I got the 23 one. So I got it for like,
Mm.
$20. You know what I'm saying? But I looked it up and everyone was saying that one was the best one. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving it. That's all I've been doing all day, playing baseball all day.
Did you make yourself? Are you on the team?
Of course I signed myself onto the team.
So is it? Are you doing a franchise? Or do you play as like the player? You play as the whole team?
I play as the whole team. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a team effort.
What position? What position are you?
Shortstop, second base.
Okay.
I'm 5'7". I can't be 5'4". I mean myself 5'7", you know, solid buck 85, buck
Buck 80.
75. I
Buck
think buck
85.
75 or something like that.
I
Something
weighed
like that.
myself yesterday. What do you think I'm at? What do you
What are
think?
you?
Yeah. Like
Uh,
exactly. We'll go closest without going over. If anybody in the comments wants to jump in
one
too.
115. Solid.
Come on, dude. Really? That's your guess?
Oh
115?
wait, you weigh more than me, right?
Obviously, bro. I'm
Why is
fucking.
that? Well, I'll
I'm like
tell you,
I'm a foot taller than you.
that's not obvious.
No, it's definitely
Oh,
is.
okay.
You.
So you weigh more than me. I'm gonna say 140.
Okay.
25 pounds, 8 feet.
Thank you, chilling man. Lauren says 140.
Lauren, what's up, mommy?
Now 158.
158, is that good?
I'm not sure. Do we? I mean, let's see what the
But it's
BMI
like,
is. Let's see what the BMI. I mean, that's really what people kind of go by. All right, so
like I don't know if that's good. Like, how tall are you? You're 6 foot something. I don't know what the average
yeah,
weight or
so
height
I'm
is.
I'm I'm 6'2" ish. Maybe 6'3", 6'1" and a quarter. I weigh 158 pounds, and then it does a calculation. So if you're under 18 and a half, you're underweight. 18 and a half to 24, your normal weight, and 25 and over, you got overweight, and then obese, which is my favorite, dude. It's such a funny word for fat people.
Obese.
Yeah, dude,
I think
it's like a
I
hard
think
word,
I think it should be obese. It should be obese.
Yeah.
Like kind of short for, oh, look at that beast.
It could
What
just
am I?
be
I'm probably underweight. What am I? I'm 125,
my guess.
5'4",
And this is going to
54
be
years old.
my prediction is that me and you are going to have almost a very similar BMI. I bet within two, either way.
What's BMI?
The BMI is the body mass index. So they take your height and then your weight, and then they give you a number, and that number is what you go off of.
It means shit to me.
Wow,
It means shit
okay.
to me.
So I'm at 20.3. So I'm right there in the middle of normal
So
weight.
you're good.
Yeah, and I mean I could probably go down. I mean maybe even to like one. Let's see what
What
this
is
is.
it? What is it? You're gonna go down. What do you mean? Oh, you mean you could lose weight and you'd still be good?
Right. Yeah. It's really like if I'm getting anywhere between like 145, that's when it's a problem. You know. What about you? What was your?
I'm 125, 5'4", son. I'm telling you, I'm like,
Oh,
I'm. You know what?
you might be a little husky.
No, that's gonna say perfect specimen. That's what's gonna pop out.
21.1. Yeah, you're right. You're right in the middle, dude. Right in the middle of
It's
that normal weight.
perfect. I told you, man. I'm the perfect specimen, dog.
Yeah.
Of
You're
what?
pretty.
I don't know. I'm perfectly proportioned, dude.
I know, but it's like small body, big personality.
Well, I make up for. Yeah, I talk tall. I tend to talk bigger than I am.
Nah.
But big up to you, man. How's the man been treating you? Working you hard? Yo, Brian just had a birthday, man. Happy belated
Oh,
birthday
thanks,
to
dude.
you,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
You
Thanks.
know, slick ass bastard.
Mhm.
Like I didn't even know, man. You know what's so fucked up is Kenneth. Hey, what's going on, Kenneth? Welcome back, baby. You were here last week, man, when he got upset at me. You know what he didn't tell me, this fucker? He didn't tell me that the next day was his birthday, and he let me annoy the shit out of him and get him, get upset at me. And he didn't tell me the next day was his birthday. As a gift, I would have left you alone. Lawrence says that height, but I think you should be like 200.
Nah, 200's chunky. You know, you're not. We're not supposed to be. They're supposed to look like me and Gary. You know,
That's the way
maybe.
people are supposed to look. Yeah.
Yeah, just like us.
Yeah. So you're supposed to look, man.
Yeah.
Some people be too big, even
You don't
muscles. Like, how
need
much
food,
muscles do
bro.
you need? Are you gonna
Well,
fucking fight a bear?
I think that maybe food is the biggest racket. Trying to tell us we need to eat 3 square meals a day. When was the
That's
last time you ate 3 meals a day?
I don't, and that's the thing.
Yeah.
It is a racket. Even the whole scale, that pyramid thing was a
Oh, the food
racket.
pyramid.
Yeah, everybody paid to be on that shit. Bacon being good for you in the morning. You know what I'm saying? The heaviest meal being at night. Get the fuck out of here, dog. All that shit they were paid for, man. Like the pork industry paid to get on that shit and say, listen, say that motherfuckers need to eat the shit for breakfast. It's all a scam, dude. It's all a scam. It's all a racket. Okay? Speaking of racket, I gotta fly in the fucking house, man, and I got that fucking zapper shit.
Oh, dude.
I'm
I'd be
loving this
I'd
thing.
be wanting to get flies.
Dude, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. Yeah, I'd be wanting to get if I
No,
had that thing,
no, you
son.
don't even know, man. Now that I'm out here with Buddha, living in like the woods and shit, dude,
Uh,
I'm becoming like a hood hick.
mm,
I'm a hood hick.
mm,
I was out there drinking my coffee on the porch, right? I have my little chair. I'm on the porch, right? Come
and
out
a
my coffee.
coon came up
I
and
got
scattered across your leg.
Nah, check this out, dog. I got this on the side on the table, and then I got the salt gun that shoots
Oh.
them shit straight out the sky. Pop, 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 pop. So now I'm sitting there like almost in my rocker, just with my gun, just hoping one of them, sipping on my coffee, smoking my cigarette, hoping that one of them black beetles come through. You know what I'm saying? Or one of them African bumblebees come through.
Whoa, dude.
One of
Whoa.
them aggressive African bumblebees come through. I'll shoot it right out the sky. I'll shoot this. I'll shoot the
Do
fuzz
you,
right
do
off
you,
its little bee nuts.
do you have the do you have the yellow one? The yellow
The yellow one. Yeah, yeah,
that's what you
dog.
got?
Yeah, I like
The
it.
the little
I was
it's
out
like
there. I'm
it's
out
like a
there
little sawed
patrolling.
off almost
That's the
like
one
this
I
thing.
got, dude. That's it right there, dog. It's busting them out the air. I love it. Oh, look at that. It's a penis. You have to go and make it fucking, like
Gotta make
somebody
it
always
gay,
has to
dude.
ruin everything. Somebody always has to
I know.
gay it out. And somewhere there's some freaking homo putting that shit right up his ass and having someone hit the trigger.
Oh yeah, dude.
And they're
Oh
like,
yeah.
salty.
Now give me a little something sweet.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Oh, yeah.
No, there is. There is definitely something wrong with that. I ain't afraid to say it.
You're on the show.
Hey, what's going on? Yo, I'm not afraid to say it. Love is a many splendid thing. I'm not afraid to say that there's something wrong with that. Yeah, if you're putting that shit up your bunghole and licking shots,
Oh, the bug gun.
wheel
That's
up,
right.
peel
The
it
bug
back,
gun.
come
The bug
rewind.
gun.
Yeah, well, it's not a butt gun; it's a bug gun. Oh, you said bug gun.
Bug
Yeah,
gun.
I heard bug gun.
My
My Freudian slip. Speaking of Freud, Freud was a fucking freak, right? All the shit that he said about wanting to bang your moms and all that stuff. He just created all that stuff because all his friends were freaks and he wanted
see
them to seem
you
normal.
you were saying this last episode.
Was I? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Where did you see or hear this?
Oh, Candace Owens does a whole in-depth thing on it. Feel free to check it out, man.
Really?
She goes, oh yeah, no, there was a dude that was taking care of the history out there, like that where he's from. I forgot where it is, England or whatever.
Austria.
Austria. Well, the records where they keep all the records of the history of the country, and he started looking into Freud, and he realized that all the people that the reason why Freud did that shit was because all his friends were getting picked up for like pedophilia and like
Mm.
fucking sleeping with their kids and shit. So he started to keep him out of jail. He would see them, and then he said that, oh, it's a mental thing. All everybody wants this. That's a very normal feeling. Tried to making it normalized, you know what I'm saying? And saying that it's just a thing that's stigmatized by society. He's a
Hmm.
freak, man. Do your research. I mean, I can't explain it well because I'm kind of a stupid
Or
person.
watch the watch the
I'm
Candace video.
Oh, watch the
but
Kansas.
but
She explains
but
it.
yeah.
She's like the footnote. She's the cliff note.
Do her research.
Candace Cliff Notes. Check out your Candace Cliff Notes. That's what I do. She's the Cliff Notes, man. She shows the information and where she gets it. She brings the receipts, so I can sit there and go, I trust what she's saying because she's bringing the receipts. You know, and this dude was completely out there, man. Strictly had a bunch of dudes that were freaky freaks, and he wanted to, protect them from getting arrested and shit like that. So he got them put into like, shrink places and shit like that. Back when we had, mental wards. Lauren says big ass fire in Barnegat, 1,200 acres, Parkway closed from 63 to 80. I heard.
Wow, that's not
Oh,
good.
well, big up to Barnegat, man. I hope your water's flowing, and hope everybody gets out of it safe. You know, uh, sorry, Barnegat. You know, not gonna lie, I care about just as much as I cared about L.A., which wasn't a lot. Redneck Country says I'm kind of a stupid. You picked up on that, right? I smoked, did a got a bump and shrooms for 420. I did a show for 420. I mean, but I always do. You know,
Mm.
I,
Oh,
I
it's Easter. It was Easter too.
it was Easter. Yeah, yeah. Everybody was like happy 420, and I'd be like happy Easter, and they go, today's Easter,
Mm.
and I go, yeah. Well, I don't get caught up in all those holidays, man. Lauren says I ain't getting to AC. LOL joke. I'll figure it out. I'm sure you will. We'll talk about that off air. Um, and yeah, I don't give a shit. You know, we'll figure it out. 420 is, like, is it a big deal? It's only 420 is a big deal to people who don't smoke. Tillerman says Americans and their weed. Yeah, man. Listen, but I've been loving my weed way before that shit was legal, man. I remember, I put in work for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was smoking weed when you got locked up just for a dime. Stephen Boot is in the house. He's literally in the house downstairs. Conchi started smoking a bowl. Chillaminna says in Sweden we take snus.
Yeah, snus. Yeah, I used to chew that actually, like a long time ago. It's dried tobacco in a pouch that you put in
Gross.
your lip. Yeah,
Gross.
I didn't think you would like it.
Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Nah, man. Nah.
I've been
Sweden.
craving.
Sweden, you got the meatballs. You got the Swedish meatballs
In the snus.
in the gravy.
With the snus.
Too close, man. Too close. You're breaking up.
Sorry.
You're popping off, man. Cracking. You need to lower your gain on there if you want to get close like that, dog. Can't scare it, man. You're like using your teeth. Um, Stupid, yeah. Anyway, man. Chillin' Minute says there are nicotine pouches, which are the good ones. Not nicotine pouches, man. Look, fuck all that shit. Nicotine pouches, vapes, and all that shit, man. Just smoke
Why?
the shit. Just smoke it. Just smoke it. You want nicotine, smoke it. Or mainline it directly into your blood veins.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Anybody
Fucking
out there
mainline it.
doing a little bump? Smoke that shit. Make it a little rock.
Yeah, man. See if
That's our advice. That's G's advice, dude.
My advice is see if that Wonder Bump comes back. Throw that shit in a pot and see if it comes back. Try to cook it. Then you'll be smoking Wonder Bump. Yo, imagine that, man. Imagine it comes back into a crystal rock yo.
Yeah, after you go to Wanna Rock, you're gonna need $1.
Wanna rock. Wanna cock. It's gonna be soon suck a cock for Wanna rock. That's when you know you got it bad, man. When you start.
I wanna rock right now.
Have you ever wanted to get high that bad? Have you ever thought about that in your head where you were like, yo, man, I'm telling you right now, I would fucking suck a dick to get a fucking bump right now.
No, see, And that's
Never.
that's the thing.
So then you weren't really, like
No,
I
no,
said,
hold on.
you ain't,
Let me finish
you
the
were
question.
not
Let
a
me
real
finish the
drug
question.
addict, man. You ain't got no crack babies. You had never even thought about sucking a dick with drugs. How are you a drug addict?
That's because I run your pocket, son.
Dude. They peak. The mics peak, man. It sounds horrible, man.
I will run your pockets.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, man. No, but I'm just saying, yo,
I
it's
hear you.
like you first of all, I don't think you did that either. Do you ever rob anybody so you can get drug money? Like straight up rob them. I don't mean like
Oh,
crawled in their window and robbed their house or like did the car radio. Mugged
somebody.
them.
No,
Straight
dude,
up
I'm
mugged
not a
them.
violent
Straight up
sociopath,
came up
dude.
to
No,
them.
no,
Nah, not even
no. I'm not some
like
sort of
like
thug, dude.
have
Yeah,
you
I'm
ever
not some fucking
have you
piece of
ever even
shit,
just
dude.
tried it? Like came up and be
No,
like, yo,
dude.
you know
No,
what
of
time it
course
is? And
not.
then the person goes, oh, here, take everything. And then you walk away. But if they would have went like, no, I don't know what time it is, you go, never mind, and you walk away.
I'm about to start trying that in the city. It's really good. Yo,
You,
you don't
so how
drug
can you
this.
call, listen, how can you call yourself a drug addict if you never robbed to get drugs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never even thought about sucking dick. You got no crack babies. All your teeth are pretty intact. They're all originals, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how can you can even consider yourself? Didn't you feel a little bit lame going to those fucking meetings?
I'm pretty good.
You know what I'm saying? You go to the meetings and there's people up there like, I sucked my dealer's dog's dick just for 3 rocks because he just wanted to laugh at us.
Now, see, I mean, to me, those are lazy people. You know, those are people who probably would have sucked a dog's dick anyway.
Well,
You
did
know.
you keep a regular job? Is
Oh
that what
yeah,
you
yeah,
did?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I worked. Yeah, worked.
Made a lot of excuses as to why you was in the broom closet nodding out.
Nah, did I be like working on the golf course and just like falling
So
asleep while I was
you were a
underwater?
functioning addict, man. That's not, man. Man.
What? That doesn't do it.
Nah,
For me.
listen, man. I still respect the fact that you went through your shit and had to. I mean, listen, you did do drugs in dirty ass bathrooms in fucking McDonald's and Burger King and shit like that.
In Camden, yeah.
Yeah, and you did visit Camden.
I lived there. I lived there for like a year, dude.
Did you live there because it was closer to drugs?
Yeah, and it was cheap rent. You know, I was just renting a room at my buddy's place.
Yeah. Well, there's always cheap rent when it's around a lot of drugs. They want people to have money for the drugs.
Yeah, it's like $100 a week. You know.
Really?
Yeah,
$400
rent a
a
room.
month?
Yeah. Yeah,
What was the
$400 a
room
month.
like? Was it like a movie?
Dude, we
was
had
the
a.
room?
It was a fucking 3-bedroom house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
so it was nice.
It was a single family house. Yeah, yeah.
So
It was,
you
it
were
was,
like
it's,
middle upper middle class addict.
well, sure.
Yeah, you were like a white collar addict.
I mean, dude, if living in Camden and being a landscaper is your definition of a white
Well,
collar
I
addict,
mean,
then sure,
I
dude.
mean,
Sure, no,
I
yeah.
mean, listen, man, you were like doing the
Is this
drug
making you feel?
gentrification
Is it
thing.
making you feel better?
No, I'm just talking, and you could steer me in any direction. I'll be happy to go. This just
No,
happens to be the
I'm just curious.
direction we showed up.
I'm
If it's
curious.
making you feel uncomfortable, I honestly
No,
don't even know
it's
how we
not.
got
I
here.
just don't see just because you're saying that I'm not even a drug addict. That's how we got here. You said, how do you even call yourself a drug addict
Yeah, with
if you
no
don't have
crack
any crack
babies.
babies? Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Are you
What is it?
sure you don't have no crack babies?
But I also don't
Like,
know
is
why does
that?
it matter? Why does it matter to you?
Oh no, it doesn't.
Oh,
Nothing I really talk about actually matters to me.
well, we know it doesn't matter.
You know what I'm
Some of it
saying?
matters
Like
to
the
you, though.
reality is it's all bullshit. And by all, I mean all. Steven goes, what would Brian do for a Klondike bar? Nothing. He wouldn't even do anything for fucking her.
Yeah, I don't even like Klondike bars, dude. If I had some in the freezer here right now, wouldn't touch them.
No, he'd fucking throw them at people out the window.
The bums.
Chuck it at them.
Yeah, it's like eating a hockey puck.
Klondike bars?
Yeah, they're nasty.
Well, I don't know. I never ate a hockey puck.
No, have you had a Klondike bar?
Speaking of hockey pucks, man, you heard about that dude? Well, it was a while ago, man. Dude went with his kid to the hockey game, got hit in the
Klondike
chest.
bar?
Nah, I don't like him.
Yeah.
Got hit in the chest with a fucking hockey puck, died in front of their kid. That must be fucked up to go to like a sporting event. Fucking the person who bought you there dies.
When was this?
This is a while ago. You can look it up though. The guy hit in the chest with a fucking hockey puck, and it fucking killed him in front of his son. Then there's another one where in baseball, you don't remember that? The dude went to catch the fucking home run, and he leaned over, fell right the fuck over, right in front of his kid, and smashed on the floor. He
I
caught the
do.
ball though. They showed him. He was over his head like this.
Dude, I feel like that used to happen
What's
much more
fucked up is
frequently
that
than it does
what's
now.
fucked up is that the kid didn't even get the ball.
Mm.
Because it wound up being like some memory ball for the dude, like his 50th home run or some shit. So he had to keep the ball. That's horrible. I know. I'm a horrible person. You don't need to tell me. Reese's Klondike bars are the best. Because it's not a Klondike bar. Once you throw Reese's in it, it becomes a whole other thing that resembles a Klondike bar, but is not. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you have a ham sandwich, right? And then you throw, American cheese on it, right?
Oh, is that what it's like? It's just like that?
Yeah, like in other words, it's not it's not a ham sandwich anymore. It's now a ham
Oh.
and cheese sandwich, but it resembles a ham sandwich. Boom. I knew I figured that out, man. I'm a little slow on my thought process today, man.
Oh, yeah. You got that right.
Brian, what do you want to talk about? I think I'd listen to the fat guy on this one.
No,
Yeah.
see, that's where I think you're wrong. I mean, if you're fat, you don't
That
have
means you're
a
wrong.
high you don't have a high bar of standard for food. It just means you eat it a lot.
Eat everything. Yeah, you like
Yeah,
it.
you
You
eat everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it all
You gotta
tastes
be
good.
you got to be picky.
It all tastes good. Yeah, I'm more of a person. I'm more of a connoisseur,
Mm.
right?
That's why you have that. That's why you have that 21.5 BMI. You're right there, dude. That's why you're a
And only like
connoisseur.
4% body fat. So fuck around and find out. I'll shoot you in the face with a salt gun
Yeah, we
if you come around my property.
I think I have 3% body fat.
I don't think you guys. I think you got 0. I don't think there's a ounce of body fat on you. Not one piece of body fat.
I got a little chunk right here.
Yeah.
And I have a nice butt. You know.
Why was that necessary?
I mean,
And
it's
who
just
told
where,
you that? Who
it's where I
told you
carry a
that?
lot of weight. My wife.
Well, she would know. She's the one that pegs it.
Gay!
Maybe she can get that new salt gun that we were just looking at.
Pew, pew, pew.
The fleshy one.
Fill it up with water bump and then shoot it into your ass. Pew, pew, pew. That's what you do when you get. That's what the person does when they gotta get done. They sit there. Pew, 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 pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Steven says you'd have to digest your food to get body.
That's true. That's true. I pull the trigger way before it goes through my lower intestine.
Oh no, I just have a very short intestine. It goes right straight in and out.
Your esophagus just goes right to your asshole.
Yeah. My whatever goes into your stomach, that whole shit goes
Esophagus, yeah, your
straight.
throat.
Yeah, stomach, no stomach, right to the asshole. It's one strong tunnel. It's just one tunnel. Go right in and out.
Yeah, but it probably has a little bit of grease it's got to slide through.
Gross.
Like slither its way.
Gross. I don't even want to know why you did it that way, man. That's disgusting.
Because I was just thinking of like an old greasy pipe from like a diner, you know, that has just food coagulated.
These are the thoughts you have. These are the things that go through your mind. That's pretty scary.
It's what your esophagus reminded me of. I figured it's got to be. You think it's clean or is it's clogged?
My esophagus?
Yeah, the whole pipe.
What the fuck you worried about my esophagus for, son?
Well, I'm concerned.
Worried about my fucking esophagus. My esophagus, you want to know what it is? Perfect. Like everything else on me. Stephen Buddha says G has no filter. I do. It's called kidneys. I know things. I
Would you
know
ever,
some things.
would you ever give a kidney?
Yes, not to you, but
I mean, I wasn't asking.
you know,
Why
but like,
have you looked into
but
it
to like
before?
some random person in the street, probably.
how about you give it to
No,
my
I don't think.
wife
I
and
don't
then
think
we sell
about.
it?
I don't think about giving away parts of me, man.
Mm.
On your license, are you registered to give away your eyes and shit like that?
Not anymore. I was, but
Yeah,
I don't
don't
do
do
that.
that
Yeah,
shit. Cause
yeah.
when you do that shit, you get in a car accident and they be like, oh,
Boom.
yeah, they see that shit. We got some eyes here. Hold on. They be like, yo, we got to save them. And they look and they go, no, we got some good fresh eyes there. She got green eyes. Let her go. You know, we got to get him to Stevie. Stevie wants green eyes.
I
Anyone who
feel like
thinks Stevie Wonder didn't buy eyes already, they're bugging. That brother owns a pair of eyes. He probably takes them out and changes them shits.
mm,
You know, he definitely has eyes. He just knows that if he can see, no one's gonna give a fuck about him no more.
yeah. What if
It'll
they're like,
fuck up.
what if
It'll
they're
fuck up
blue?
his career. You know.
He's got
Well,
some.
his eyes right now are blue, isn't it? Like just a blue film. Like all blue.
Yeah, but I think he's got brown eyes. Like his eyes, like the whites of his eyes might be a little bit brown, but the color I don't think is blue. Well,
Well, I
let's
know
look.
that he. No, 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 no. Let's not do that. I don't
Why
want
we
to do
can't?
that. I don't want to see. I don't like blind eyes.
We don't have to look at him.
Well, what you just said, let's look. What are we gonna do? We're gonna look at them. You're not gonna look at them. You're gonna look at them, but not look at them.
Well,
What
I
are we
mean, we can
doing
look it
here?
up. We can look it up. We can look
Oh,
it
you could
up.
ask what color they are. Is that what you're gonna do? Just ask what color are Stevie Wonder's
Just
eyes?
look. Yeah.
The answer's gonna be, who gives a shit? He's blind, dummy. Imagine that's what the AI said. Who gives a shit? He's blind. You know this, right? He's not blind.
Hmm.
And I'm willing to bet the money I don't have on that shit that he's not blind. Does anybody else think I'm bugging? Steven says John Conti is in the shelter because of this fire. Oh, really? Well, it's funny because Lauren asked about John Conti and whether you heard of it. But oh well, big up to
Mm.
John Conti. Jasmine's in the house. Big up to Jasmine. My daughter just hosted a party for my son for his baby. Did the shower. She did a beautiful job, dude. It was
Nice.
gorgeous, man.
That was this weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was this weekend.
Nice, nice, nice.
You know. Oh, you know what? I just got my windows tinted, and yeah, I went too dark.
What
Yeah.
would you get?
Can't see shit out them bitches at night, dog.
Would you get?
As dark as you can go.
Well, I mean
The
that
darkest ones.
5. You got 5.
Whatever it is. Whatever is the darkest they ever created. I couldn't see shit. I was driving home like looking out, trying to look at my rearview mirrors.
Might be like 15, dude. 15's dark as fuck.
It's the limo,
5 is
the limo shit.
5's like black.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. But whatever. I got them now, so I'm gonna have to get super. I'm just gonna have to adjust my eyes. See, that's the thing, man. I can sit here and complain and be like, oh, I got them too dark. What am I gonna do? And just bitch and moan about it, right? Or go back there and get them removed and pay to get them removed. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna force my eyes to adjust. And guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna fucking adjust, or I'm gonna die on the road. Okay.
Could always, just roll the windows down too if you can't see.
Fuck that. The AC is on, baby.
See, I like the windows down with the AC.
Yeah, well, you have hair. I think it's different. I think dudes who have hair like windows down because it kind of blows through your hair.
I have joy too. Maybe it's joy.
Women don't really like that shit. When when they have hair blowing in their face, they don't really like that stuff because the hair never blows the way you see it in the movies. Like in the movies, it's like shh, but in real life, it's flapping them in the hair and they're like, roll up the window. Jasmine says, are you going to need glasses from eye strain? No. What's going to happen is my eyes are going to be forced to become stronger and I'll actually see better than I did when I was like 18.
Well, I don't think that's true, but I think your eyes will definitely increase in strength.
Oh, no, they will.
You're not getting back to 18.
You have no idea the strength that my mind has and the ability that I am able to achieve whatever it is I put my mind to.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I once looked at a mountain and I said, don't move. Stay right where you are. And it did. Dennis Colgan, what's up, Dennis? Stubborn. Jasmine says, better start eating carrots. Redneck says, why my comments get delivered?
I don't know what that means.
Why my comment get delivered? I don't know. Mark in the house. What's up, handsome? My alien brethren.
Yo, yo, yo.
Hey, Mark, do you think that those chicks went up into space? Do you believe that Katy Perry went up to space?
That,
do you believe that? Do you feel safer now that Katy Perry has went up into space? Heard she was out there. She did a concert for the aliens. Do you believe that shit? Brian, do you believe that shit? Do you believe they went up into space? Did you see the video? Do you believe that shit?
I saw the video, dude. It didn't look great. Like it didn't look super convincing.
I'm not convinced they went up to space. I am so sorry. I'm not. And they were like gone. The whole trip was like 35 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they say,
to get to space.
Yeah, it's low Earth orbit is what it is. It's not. I mean, space is a big, like, a definition. Like, I mean, if you think about.
Well, I mean, they went to where they were. They went to where there was no gravity. They were floating around. Katy Perry had a sound thing up, and
they would have been still in the pole of Earth's gravity. They were just in low Earth orbit, so you're out of the, I guess, intense gravity.
35 minutes there and back. It still takes me fucking 2.5 hours to get to fucking New York.
Bro, you don't have a fucking bazillion dollars, dude. You think it takes Jeff Bezos 2.5 hours to go from Jersey to New York? No, dude, it takes him a second, son.
Even by helicopter. Second, what's he do? He takes a rocket there?
Comparing yourself to Jeff Bezos?
No, you compare me to Jeff Bezos.
No, I mean, you're just saying, look, he can get to space 35 minutes. Why can't I get to New York?
I don't think he can. What I think is he has enough money to make people say he can. That's what I think. I don't think we went to. I don't think. I don't think astronauts went to space. Believe me, I don't think Katy Perry and the other fucking 4 goons that were with her went to space. Get the fuck out of here. Even the whole reactions when they're in there. If you're in space, you ain't gonna be bugging. Look at that.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Taking up space! Tamir's in space.
Yeah, that looks real. Taking up space. I'm glad they finally realized that's exactly what they're doing, just taking up space. We just lost a Katy Perry fan. Yeah, so fuck. First of all, do you honestly think that if they were in space, they would just be so relaxed and giggly? There'd be no fear about the fact that you're in fucking space. You're not in Brooklyn, you're in space. And now you got to come back from there. So there's no fear or anything that something might go wrong. There's not even no kind. Look at that bitch hanging upside down, fucking looking like she's stuck on wires. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't buy that shit at all. I really don't. And I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just an idiot, but I don't buy it. I'm sorry. I think we can all agree I'm an idiot and don't make a difference. I still don't buy it.
Have you ever seen the guy doing the free fall from space? The Red Bull guy?
No. I'm not going to say he didn't fall from a very high. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Isn't there a point where, like, you go through fire and shit when you're breaking through the fucking atmosphere or some shit? Didn't that show out in the movies where they're breaking through all this fucking flames and shit? I don't buy that shit. The dude jumped out. Is that real? Are they claiming that to be real?
Oh, yeah, dude. This was like 2 years ago.
They're claiming that some dude jumped from space and skydived back to the earth.
From, I think, 125,000 feet. That's what they said. 120.
How is that not a bigger deal? Like, if that's really true, how is that not a bigger deal?
Okay, well, here, let's look at this. Let's look at this real quick. So that guy was at 125,000 feet, right?
How high is space?
The altitude.
I mean, everything is space. If you think about it, I'm in space right now.
Right. Yeah. No. Of course.
The fuck out of here. Where are they going? Into the stratosphere? Are they even breaking the stratosphere?
The they would have been right underneath the stratosphere, or right underneath at the top of it, the mesosphere.
Yeah, I don't
124,000 feet.
all stupid names. All made up bullshit. I don't even believe there's those stratosphere things. Nobody's ever been that deep. They wouldn't know. That's why I said it. If you're still listening, Mark, I don't give a shit how much. I don't care. Because I got to believe these idiots to say that that's true. I have to believe these people who I never met, and most of them are fucking freaks and baby diddlers. You know what I'm saying? The whole crew of them. Nazis or Nazi sympathizers, nasty, all fucking nuts and Satanists and all that shit. I just throw this around, right? Like I know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, dude, you're going on it now.
Yeah. Well, listen, I listen to Candace Owens. She brings the receipt, so I don't have to. Then it says that guy would have frozen to death. I know. The fuck are we talking about here? No, but he had on the silver suit. He was wearing the silver suit.
You ever been scuba diving?
Have I been scuba? What do you think the answer to that is?
I mean, probably not. Have you ever been snorkeling? No. Have you ever been in the ocean?
I've been, I guess, in the ocean. Is that like where the edge of the beach takes you? What's the difference between the ocean and the sea?
Do you want me to look that up?
I wanted to know if you knew.
No.
Because if you don't, then I don't feel so stupid.
I think a sea might be
SEA, and ocean is
it's gonna be
OCEAN.
yeah, it's gonna be probably salt water, but surrounded by like land, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I know I'm not the only person that ever asked that question. That's for damn sure. You know, I know that's
ocean is a vast, continuous body of salt water, while sea is a smaller, partially enclosed body of water connected to
partially enclosed.
Yeah.
But then what's the difference? Isn't that a lake? Oh no, lakes are like
it would be fully enclosed.
Fully enclosed.
So they call the seas. Okay. The sea is like the space in between, like the small amount of water in between the continents. You know, because really all the water is in one spot. You know, there's no difference between the Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean. It's all the same fucking water.
So
you know,
so is the sea angry, or is the ocean angry?
Well, that day
the sea was angry that day, or was the ocean angry that day?
That day was the sea.
Can the sea be angry? Does the sea drown you, or just the ocean drowns you? I mean, all water drowns you, but I mean, like if you're on a boat or a ship.
Oh, you'll see.
The sea will drown you too?
Sea.
I know the ocean will fuck you up. When they get those crabs, they get them in the ocean, right? The bay is the sea. Oh, the sea is gay, man. The fucking ocean is where it's at. And I don't like going, I don't fuck with the sea either. Sea, ocean, I don't fuck lakes. Don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I stay out of any water that goes past my head.
So the tub is off limits.
Nah, man, shower strictly.
A stall shower. But no, I was saying that the scuba suit, because, I mean, you wear something, I mean, it's not really a whole suit around you, but the breathing apparatus underwater. I've done that.
What is the breathing apparatus? You mean that fucking thing?
Yeah, it's the scuba.
How does that work? You got to have that outside of the water, right? Like the other end in order to breathe.
No, you have you have a tank.
Oh, you have a tank.
Yeah,
scuba. So that's not the thing that does this. That's the fucking thing that does this.
The other one's a snorkel. You're talking about a snorkel.
Yeah,
that's the one that sticks out of the water.
But you have to have that sticking out of the water to breathe, right? Like what? You see them going under the water, and they got a snorkel.
Well, they hold their breath.
Yeah, you're still holding your fucking breath. That shit ain't gonna help you till you get up to the top. So, what's the purpose of that? You got to come up to the top anyway.
Well, because you can put your face down and you swim on the surface, and then you can look at the fish.
Ooh.
People used to do it for hunting. It was like a hunting thing rather than like tourism, like it is now. Like people would snorkel and they have the little thing, fish
with spears and shit.
Spear fishing.
Spear fishing. What would they do? They would chuck the spears at the fish.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I'm sure maybe they used a different word than chuck. It's probably like a glide.
Glide? You glide?
Glide, yeah.
Spear?
Glide it through the air. Chuck, throw.
That's what you do with a spear. You throw a spear. Right?
You chuck a basketball.
No, you chuck a basketball.
I'm
I
not a
shoot a
chuck.
basketball.
I'm not a chucker.
He wins. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got that bug again playing video games, dude. I could like sit home and just play, forever. Just sit home and just play video games and
That's
not
how
be
they get you,
bothered.
bro.
Yeah, because you want to know what it is, man. I realized that I'm a lot more successful in my video games, man. Like I've won mad championships in basketball in my video games. I've won like one or two soccer tournaments. You know, I play professional basketball. I'm playing professional baseball right now, and guess what? I am the best player on the fucking team. I'm so much more. Even as a dealer, even as a hustler, you know, I did well in real life as a hustler. Well,
Mhm.
not great, well, but on Grand Theft Auto, forget about it, dog. I am like top dog, mad shit. Like I just have a better life
Uh-huh.
in my make believe world. So I understand why people would want to live in that meta universe, you know. But like I wouldn't want to live my mundane, you got to leave something, online casino. That's what you do, online casino. See, that just takes your money. What I do makes me money. Like I race NASCARs. You know how much I made this year in NASCAR? $6 million so far, dude. And I still got 15 races left in the fake world.
Mm.
In my real life, I'm 54 with a roommate and I have to pay my rent after the 6th in cash. But online, not, like I don't have to go
After the 6th,
online.
that's kind of cool. Paying after a date, not before.
Well, no, I mean, he wants it before, but I get till after.
Oh. Yeah, but what does that even mean until after?
That means sometimes after.
Yeah, but like,
That means I said it wrong. That's what it actually means. But you want to jump on that.
well, I was
You
just
you know.
curious. I
No,
never heard anybody
no.
saying,
It's
"Yo,
femininity
give
that
me
you
the
like to
rent.
show.
Give me the rent after the 8th." Okay.
Yeah, well, I meant to say before.
Give it to you after the 8th.
I was wrong. Okay. Sam, what's up, Big Papa? Yeah, son, Big Papa. Love it when Dennis says, "What does it pay to play those games? Are there competitions? Let's get into them, or start a league for money." I'm sure they go online. I'm sure there are. Yeah, there's leagues. There's gamer leagues. But I don't pay nothing to play. I just do it on my own. Like check it out, man. Like yesterday, I just signed to the Mets, right? And first pitch.
Nice, congrats.
You're welcome. Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
I'm very I worked hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, no, for sure. Congrats.
yeah, like straight out of high school. I'm 18 years old, man, and I signed to the Mets. And my first pitch, home run. I feel like we're gonna win this year. We just traded for Soto. Big up, Sam. I just got Soto on the team, and I feel like we're gonna do good this year. But in my real life, Sam says gaming leagues are huge, mainly for shooting games and role team PvP.
I think it's person versus person, like 1v1 maybe or
I
something
thought
like
that
that.
was like some STD that you get from fucking gamers. Cause them gamer bitches be hoes, son.
Those are
Dennis
warts.
said, "Can I get your autograph?" What do you want my autograph for? Oh, you're talking to Brian. I'm sorry. Oh, fucking A, man.
No, you
Yeah,
just
but
signed
see,
to the Mets.
you can make like $200K a year on a starting Call of Duty team. Yeah, man, they make money. One of our Sam's boys make money on that shit, yo. You can
Really?
get paid on that. Yeah, playing Call of Duty.
Good for him, dude. That's sick.
It's like he said, like 100K, 200K, they get paid.
Bro, how much time did those dudes put in to be that good?
They
at that
they
shit?
got in when they were young, dude. What else are you doing at 18,
But that's
19?
what I'm saying, dude. How much time? But even
Well, I don't know. I did all that shit and I went nowhere with it. I got nothing.
That's
but
what I'm saying, bro. How much more time did these dudes play? Like, if you think you played a lot.
When I was young, dude, I played all day. I mean, I sold drugs. I had nothing else to do but play video games. I almost
but
lost
that's
my
not
wife
like
because every time she came home, there'd be mad people in my house just playing video games, yo. And she was like, one of us has got to go. And after a long thought about it, I told the dudes they can't come over no more. Oh, you saw it? You saw that little motherfucker? I'm telling you right
No, I
now.
didn't see it. Sam says, yeah, he played for the New York Subliners, made over 100K a year.
Yeah,
He
man.
didn't play much. He was just great. That's crazy. He was just
That's what I'm
good.
saying, man. It's not, once you find a game you like and you're young, your eye-hand coordination's on point, you know.
Yeah, good reflexes.
Yeah, dog. They make mad money. But I'm just saying, in general, no matter what I do, if I do it online, I just got a better life. So I can understand why people get caught up into that shit. You know, the reality sucks. It's not like my reality sucks. It's just that online, I'm so much better. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get Rookie of the Year. And in real life, I had to fight to make second string. You know what I'm saying? I can't dunk in real life, but man, you gotta see the shit I can do on play. Dude, I be boom dunking backwards on people, man. And the dude look just like me. It's easy to make me. You just take all the hair off, straighten the chin a little bit, goatee, bushy eyebrows, boom, G. If they let you put tattoos, you throw tattoos all over them, boom, G. They go so in depth with that shit, though, dude.
Yeah,
When it comes to creating a character,
crazy.
it's
I haven't really played video
insane.
games at all in
Look.
15 plus years.
Forget about the franchise mode where you're the general manager and you have to control everything from the price of hot dogs to the price of tickets and all that shit. They don't have it like that right now in the game I got, but there was one that was like that. You have to control everything, the price of everything, getting toilets fixed, all that shit, right? Then you have to do contracts and all that shit. Who the fuck wants to do that? I want to play the game.
Some nerd.
They give you so much shit to do. It's like you're working 24 hours and then you get to play the game at night after you spent all day at work just fucking for the team that you got to play at night. It's insane, man. And just to create a player, how you want the eyes spaced, how deep in the head, how many wrinkles on the forehead. It's insane.
Yeah, they got so much better with the graphics in the last 10 years.
Sam says in basketball, you can do a face scan, and 1 year they made me black. I said, man, I'm going to have a great season. I don't like doing the face scan shit because I think once you do that shit on your video game, your face goes boop, and it ends up somewhere on the FBI's hit list.
I don't think that's how you got on there.
Who, me? I don't think I'm on there. You might be on there. I think you're the reason our phones are tapped.
That might be true.
I think. Therefore, I am. Do you ever think about it?
Freud.
Is that what Freud says?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see? That alone, right? I think. Therefore, I am. What does that mean?
How egotistical.
Right?
What I'm saying,
Better
dude?
than everybody? What do you think?
Yeah, come on.
So what are you saying? That retards aren't? Or how about just dumb people?
Well,
They're
we're
not?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
not.
exactly. We're not. I'm dumb, therefore I'm not. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Stop being so full of yourself.
Might have been Aristotle, actually.
That said, I think, therefore I am.
Yeah.
Probably was. That sounds more like a philosopher than it does fucking psychiatrist.
Rene
that what he
Descartes.
Who's that?
Rene Descartes. I don't know who it is.
I don't know. He had a girl's name.
Well, he's
Rene.
French. He's French.
Gay!
Fucking Rene.
Rene, dude. You little
Yeah, see,
prancy boy. Look
I
at
gotta
this little
count-
prancy boy, dude. He's wearing
I
a
gotta-
blouse. He's got a blouse on.
Oh, look at him, man. He probably that haircut probably was smooth back then, son.
Oh, he died in Sweden.
In Sweden, how'd he die? Probably doing that huff. Or
Gonorrhea.
whatever that shit is called. Gonorrhea killed him?
Yeah, gonorrhea.
Yo, gonorrhea was taking shit out back then, man.
Oh, wasn't it?
That's crazy, yo. Fucking was killing people. Fucking don't really kill people like it used to now. I mean, unless you get caught fucking the wrong person and then their spouse or whatever kills you.
Unless you're in Africa.
Yeah, right? They still be, popping off and killing people. Killing people with your pecker, yo. Walking around with gonorrhea just popping off, catching bodies. What's your body count?
It was his lungs actually that killed Descartes.
Oh, his lungs. His lungs killed him.
Yeah, his lungs.
What did they do? Rip out of his skin and strangle him?
Yeah, dude. They hopped right out.
Imagine your lungs killed you. One day your lungs just. His lungs killed him. How foolish. You know. How's work, man? Let's talk about things you like to talk about. How's work, man? See, because I don't understand. The whole thing anymore about.
What do you mean? In what way?
Waking up in the morning to go, work early and spend like my day there.
What is it you don't understand about it? You don't want to do it?
Like, how did I ever do that shit for so long?
Well, you were a lot younger.
Yeah, that's true. You are a lot younger.
Yeah. I'm just saying you were. Like, when did you stop? When did you stop working in the office? You probably what, 45?
Well, I mean, I did construction. Yeah, about 45. I did construction. That wasn't really in the office. That was running around. I like doing shit like that. I like
that was after, right?
The truth is, I like to work. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I wasn't like I'd have to find a job if it wasn't for the fact that, I drive NASCAR and I'm on the baseball team and basketball team. So that fills up a lot of my time. It keeps me active. But other than that, like, if I didn't have that, I'd have to work. I just need something to do.
Yeah, I mean, all life is, all of it's work. Everything's a chore.
I think I'm gonna start taking up golf.
You want to come play? Come play my
Oh, no, I'm saying I saw it on sale at GameStop. It was like fucking $8. Because here's the thing. I know I'm going to be better once again online than I am in real life. In real life, I'm going to completely suck. I'm going to be screaming your father's asshole every fucking time I swing. But once I get the hang of it on EA, I'll be top 20, top 10, somewhere around there. Much better than I'll be in real life.
Well, you're living like you're in COVID. But there's still traffic.
Oh, no, I get up and go to work.
Less money. Well, that's true.
I still get up and go to work. I like going to work. Like I said, I like working. I think working is essential.
Yeah, I have to do
kind of in us,
Yeah, if I'm not doing video work, I have to do stuff outside. It's like one or the other. Like if I had to do like any sort of chore or anything like that, definitely outdoors. Always.
Yeah, like I went out there the other day. I went out there to smoke a cigarette, but the weed was real good. It got me high. Next thing you know, I raked up all the leaves all around the fucking house.
Yeah, dude.
With a fucked up foot too. And I turned around. I had it all big ass pile. Then I was like, I can't leave the pile there. So of course I had to get rid of the pile. Yeah. And I just wound up doing the whole front of the house. That shit looked horrible. Now that shit looks great. I'm about to power wash that shit, dude.
What
the floor because of all the leaves and everything.
The driveway?
Yeah, the driveway. Yeah. Well, it's not a driveway, the walkway.
Oh, the walkway going up to the house?
Yeah.
You got a pressure washer there?
No. I'm going to rent one.
Oh, yeah, dude, do that. Those guys make good money, the pressure washers.
Yeah.
Those dudes hustle. Yeah, because it's like, it's not that much for some of the equipment, and you can, charge somebody like $600, on their house or some shit. Yeah, it's not like,
600 sounds expensive.
Oh, if you're doing like the side of someone's house.
600? You don't even have to climb on anything, right?
It wasn't a quote.
Oh, all right. I don't know. I thought you were trying to charge me. I was trying to.
It wasn't a quote. It was more of an estimate.
I don't like your estimations.
Well,
I think you're fucking high in price, man.
Well, listen, dude. You're
600. What are you crazy, dude? It's only the side of the fucking house. You don't even got to climb on a ladder.
It's gonna cost you $300 to rent it.
Really?
Plus the time. Oh yeah.
I don't think so, dude. $300 to rent from Home Depot. No fucking way. You're talking out your a-hole. It's probably like $75 to rent that shit.
It's probably like
motherfucker want to charge me $600.
$7,000.
$7,000 to buy one. That's what I'm
$600.
What to rent
for 4 weeks?
For 4 weeks. I'm not trying to power wash the neighborhood, dog. I'm not trying to turn it into a business.
But dude, that's what I'm saying. Listen, you rent a power washer.
You rent it for 4 weeks, yeah.
Right, and you charge somebody $600. You only got to do a couple jobs and you made your money back.
You gotta do two. Well, you only gotta do one job if you charge them 600.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but then you got it for another fucking 3 weeks. You might as well use it, right? You might as well keep going.
You could.
I don't think you're gonna make money charging 600. I think they're gonna look at you and go, "What the fuck you think? This is a regular 2-bedroom."
We don't even have a driveway, dude.
Do you think it's a mansion, dog?
We don't even have a driveway.
I might have cleaned the bird shit off the fucking floor. You know, you'll be charging fucking $800.
Yeah, I like landscaping. I think that's the most enjoyable work for me.
Really? Is that what floats your boat, tickles your pickle, wets your willy?
Yes, my willy is wet.
Gross.
It's significantly saturated.
Oh, gross, man. Just how you can get worse. You keep talking, it just gets worse. It doesn't take a lot for you to make it worse, man.
It's preposterously plump. I'm hard right now.
I think that's a very disgusting image. You standing there with a boner.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's
I
not a
think
good
it's
image.
probably
It's not
one
a
of
good
the
image for
most
me either.
unattractive images that anyone could put in their mind. Is you just standing there with
But I'm not
a straight
obese.
up erection, with an erection. Redneck Country says, "Would you rather have the Robin Williams genie as your friend, or Stitch and all his experiment cousins?"
What kind of question is that, dude? Robin Williams, genius.
Yeah, hands down, Robin Williams,
Of
the
course.
genie. You know, because he's proven he'll get you laid.
Mm.
You know, I never seen Stitch get anybody for anybody. Did he ever get any? Did he ever hook anybody up?
I think him and Lilo were kind of doing a little thing.
No, man, that was like Lilo's pet. You trying to say Lilo was into zoophilia, son? That's a big accusation to make. Why would you even where would you even get anything to make you think that Lilo, was maybe anything more than a victim, if
Dude,
anything, at
Candace-
least if anything, a victim.
Candace Owens broke down the entire Lilo and Stitch relationship verbatim.
Now, if you actually watch the great Candace Owens,
I don't.
then I might have believed what
I
you
can't.
said, but I know you
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
I know you can't. I know you can't because she's black and you're racist. I know. Instead, you
No.
watch the other chick, the white chick with the blonde hair and green eyes. What the hell's her name?
I don't watch her. I don't watch her either.
Sorry, had to get my Stetson.
Got to clear out that esophagus.
I don't know what this infatuation with my esophagus is, dog, but it's weird and you need to stop. Okay? Cut it out. Okay. Are they treating you good?
Oh, always.
Are you
good.
eating? Have you been eating? Are you eating?
Oh,
Did
dude,
you eat tonight? Did you have dinner? What you have for dinner tonight?
What question do you want me to answer first?
Whichever one you feel. Jump in at any moment.
Well, I wasn't. There was just so many rapid fire.
What time do you think you're going to go to bed? What time do you wake up in the morning? 5 in the morning?
Ooh, no.
Tomorrow, you think you're going to have a good drive to work, or you think there's going to be a lot of traffic? Is there usually a lot of traffic when you go to work?
Mm.
Go ahead, pick any one of them. Go ahead, answer.
3:45.
Is the time you wake up?
I'm not sure. I just answered one of the questions.
Which one?
I don't know. Which one do you think?
I'm going to say it's the time you wake up. Redneck says, I can't be a racist. I'm a mixed breed. I mean, you can. Just think about it. Like, if you're black and Spanish, you can still be racist against white people. Right? And if you're white and black, then, you got the Asians. And if you're Asian and say Muslim, you got Brian. There's always somebody to hate. You gotta put your mind to it. You have to be determined.
You have to find the good one.
Yeah, it's too easy nowadays. They call everybody a racist nowadays. You don't even have to
I know.
and earn that shit because you said a couple of racist words. They didn't give you the fucking. You wasn't a racist. wasn't a real racist. He was racist, drug addict. You know what I'm saying? With no crack babies and never fucking once tried to even start a thing. Back then, you wanted to be a racist, you had to go out, you had to buy wood, you had to hammer it together in the shape of biblical symbol. Get fucking matches and shit. There's a lot going into it. Redneck Country says, uh, I I'm three types: Native American, Native African American, and white. American, African American, and white. Native American, African American, and white. Okay. Yeah,
Sounds like a little.
African American and white. Sounds like there was a party going on.
Sounds like there's a little colonization in the family.
Yeah, maybe. It sounds like someone. Listen, I know my people got raided, and we, because of that, we make beautiful children. You know. You
want
could always
the
see
mix.
You could always see who the aggressors are. The aggressors usually have ugly kids. They usually come from an uglier people.
Like the.
Yeah,
the American, like the Americans.
Some of them are ugly, man. Yeah. Americans, ever since we became more aggressive, they're very ugly. Yes, purple hair, fucking shit.
It's the real white ones that are the problem, dude, isn't it?
I love white people, man. White people are cool people.
But like the super white ones.
Everybody loves white people. They just don't want to say it. It's like liking Milli Vanilli. I mean, I didn't really like Milli Vanilli, but those people who didn't want to admit it. Or like, what's that band that everybody always disses, but they
Nickelback.
all, yeah,
Nickelback.
yeah, that's what it is.
Why people diss Nickelback? Like,
because everybody likes,
cool?
yeah, but that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And right now, racism doesn't really exist for other people other than white men.
It's very true.
It sucks to be white men right now, man. Straight white men, it sucks. I think some white men are pretending to be gay just to avoid the racism. Like other people try to, avoid the draft. Like when they try to avoid the draft, that's what they're trying to do. But my white brothers, my white straight brothers, stay strong, man. Stay strong. You too shall overcome. Okay? We will go back to disliking some other, smaller people.
Yeah, that's what we need. We need like a new wave of immigration for everyone to kind of.
We need a new shade of tan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. We need a.
Yeah. That we could all get together and go, those people suck.
God, dude.
There's nothing like hate to bring people together.
Oh, a couple of Antarcticans moved next door to me, dude, and I just can't. I can't with them.
Yeah, it's like you could be like these fucking
It's freezing, dude. Yeah, they just have the AC on all the time.
Who are those people that are all white? Oh, these fucking albinos, man. They're taking over everything, okay? They all go outside at night. The light reflects off them, and the whole fucking neighborhood's bright. If I wanted this light shining through my window, I would have stayed in the fucking city. Okay? I moved to a small little neighborhood. They told me there was one fucking, albino family. They said not to worry. But then what happens is you let these people reproduce. Then you got a whole bunch of light bulbs out there.
Okay, we can't have that. So is that what we're going to choose?
You could be racist against anybody. We really can. Just pick somebody and dig in. Pick a people, any people, study them really good, and then just say the most arrogant and disrespectful things you can say. And then you, my friend, can be a racist.
It's that simple.
I'm a little racist against pelicans. For no reason either.
You don't like the beak?
I think it's because you used to give me a problem in spelling. The only one I got wrong on that test. Otherwise, I would have got 100. But either than that, I think that's what it is. I think I just hold on to that, so I don't really like them much.
Did you spell it with
Fuck
a K?
Pelicans, little pink ass dumb bitches.
Was it a K that you spelled incorrectly? What was it? What letter?
I forgot the P.
So it was an Elican.
I actually put it SM.
A Smelican.
Kind of fucked up the ending too. I forgot all the other letters. I just put UT at the end.
Smut. That's a good word, dude. We don't hear that one enough.
Smut. Yeah, you got to bring that back, man. You know, what are you doing watching this smut? But everything is smut now, if you think about it. Because smut, to me, smut was like lighter porn. Like you say smut, it was like, you know, that was like, what was that book? They used to have all the like titties, you know, but it was like, it hid behind like a real, what was that? What they used to call that book back in the 50s that they used to look at Reader's Digest. You know, they'd have all the bitches out there in the tribes with the floppy titties and shit. You know, once that went underneath your bed, that was smut. You know?
So the definition of smut is a small flake of soot or other dirt, or a fungal disease of grains. So you're either small.
So it's never adapted to mean anything dealing with sex. Wow.
Or obscene or lascivious talk, writing,
There
or
you
pictures.
go. There you go. There you go. Why'd you leave that part out? That was a very important part of it because that's the part that agreed with me.
Well, there was a show more part. That's what it was. I had to click.
Yeah, obscene or what's that? Lascivious?
Lascivious. I think is how you pronounce that.
Lascivious. Who makes these words? Who's the person that made lascivious? What does that mean? Let's see. Go to that word, lascivious. I think if you go right to it, it's underlined.
It comes from German for schmutzen.
Schmutzen?
Look at my little schmutzen.
Schmutzen. You got some schmutz.
Of a person, manner, or gesture, feeling or revealing an overt and often offensive sexual desire. He gave her a lascivious wink.
That's offensive. Well, I guess back when they made that word, it probably was.
Yeah.
Right? To
Latin.
wink. You don't
Latin.
go winking at a woman. You
So
know, back
Latin
in those
word.
days, that shit'll get your dick cut off. They'd be like, oh my God. He winked at me. And then they get all crazy and hysterical and they'd run to the doctor where the doctor would then insert 4 fingers and massage that fucking clitoris, and then she'd go back home to her husband feeling much better with an appointment for the next fucking Monday for the next year. Every Monday for the next year. You know, the doctors are the ones who created the vibrator, right? Because their arms started hurting from fucking masturbating all these chicks off.
Yeah, I think we talked about that on the show before.
Yeah, did we? Is that where I learned it?
Yeah.
You know, that's one of those things you never really need to know, but it's fun to know.
Oh. Great to know.
You know?
Imagine being those weirdo doctors. Like, what kind of sick bastards were those? They're probably
The
students
same-
of Freud.
Of Freud, exactly.
Yeah.
The same type of people that's that Freud shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And you would
I
think that if it really did help and they were really concerned, they would have taught the husbands how to do it.
Yeah, 'cause
You know what I'm saying? If it was something that really worked, they would have the husband come in and they would tell the husband how to do it. You know, and it would be totally non-sexual. It would be like, what you got to do is, you know, no, here, let me see. Here, let me get behind your fingers. See how my fingers are going like this? You feel that? You feel how she's, you know, like, and they both have their hands in her. And you see them spread it. And you see this? Now, what you want to do here, come here. And you just be inside her and turn your fingers over. Now push down right there. If they cared. But they don't care. They just want these dudes' wives to keep coming so that they can sit there with a
Pervs.
pervs. That's what they want, pervs. Which, not for nothing, most doctors are. I mean, to be a doctor, you got to kind of be a little pervy. I want to see what your balls look like from the inside. I want to see what happens when I cut open your chest and see your heart beating.
I want to see what happens when I stick this salt gun shaped like a dildo up your ass and shoot the salt inside of it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I want to see what happens if I sew back this bullet hole that went through you. Fucking pervs. That's what they are. All doctors are kind of pervs, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to heal you. I want to make you better.
I can't even go anymore, dude.
But to the bathroom, you should go see a doctor.
No, I can't go to the doctor.
You know what I'm saying? To massage your prostate helps you to pee.
I do that on my own.
You massage your own prostate?
Mm. Mm.
Is that why your bike has no seat?
Yeah. That's why I ride at 30 miles to work.
That's how far you got to go, 30 miles?
Yeah. Which isn't bad for anybody who doesn't live in New York City.
No, 30 miles is should be a half hour.
Oh, yeah. It's never a half hour. It's never been a half hour. Ever.
It's usually like an hour and change.
Hour and change at home and like 45 in the morning. But it's never been below 45. Ever.
Sucks to be you, man.
It's not that bad.
There were days when like I'm feeling down and I'm like brushing my teeth and I look in the mirror and I go, man, I'm so glad I'm not Brian. I'm glad you're around, dude. You remind me that life could be worse.
Yeah, dude, I actually do the same thing every time I open my wallet. I'm like, damn, glad I'm not G.
Yeah. That's easy, yeah.
And then it goes right.
That's a good thing to think, to be happy not to be me, man. I don't even want to be me. Sometimes I imagine.
That's why you're playing so many video games.
Yeah. That's why,
But
exactly. You're right.
You're naming the player after yourself. Ooh.
Yeah, because I like to hear my name called out and people to applaud.
You're a little masochistic, aren't you?
It never really happens.
Yeah, you're a little bit of a masochist, aren't you there? But,
a little self-centered. You know, I would say.
A little lascivious.
I don't know how you got that in there, man, but okay. No, I'm just saying, yeah, I'm not stupid. I know that I do better on games than I do in real life. That's all. You know, even like when I used to play things like The Sims, I had a much better house. You know.
Yeah, but that's because you can go through a whole day in like 20 minutes.
My family.
You know, that's why the speed of time. You know,
that helps. I guess that helps. What are you gonna do with yourself when we no longer have to work? You know, when Bill Gates has his way.
I guess we'll just see when the time comes.
You know, I was talking to my son-in-law. He loves the idea of robots taking over shit and owning robots. Would you own a robot if the robots start coming? Would you have one in your house walking around with your children?
I mean, dude, we kind of already have them, dude. They just don't look like robots.
They don't look like people.
Yeah, they don't look like
They look like robots, like that little Roomba shit. That's what a robot looks like. And
but it's not like a droid. I'm thinking like a Star Wars droid, like R2D2 or C3PO.
They look like people actually.
Well, the other one doesn't though.
R2? Yeah, you get like R2. Yeah, you get like an R2 droid in your house. Well, they got hands.
I would want a cleaning. I want like a cleaning droid. That's what I would want.
Well, you fuck around. You seen that movie on Netflix? They have a droid that looks like Megan Fox, and then she falls for the husband, starts to want to kill the wife and take over the family. You want an ITIT? An ITIT or a titty? Did you spell that backwards? No, I don't think I'd want one, man, to be honest. I'll go to my friend's house and be like, oh, shit, that's cool. You know, Brian got that new Robot 2000S series, the iTit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be cool if you had one. I'll go visit and be like, it's cool, man. Like, I was giving it equations and shit, and it was solving them in less than a second. But I don't want that shit in my house. I don't.
What equations are you going to come up with to give that robot?
Oh, well, I have some theories, man. Relatively speaking. See what I did there? You wouldn't understand, dog.
No.
Because you think we evolved from apes.
I don't think. Therefore, I'm not.
Exactly. Don't really know what that means, but we'll go with it. You seem a little tired lately, but I get it. How was the weekend? You went away, right? You hit the Poconos, right?
I did, yeah. It was nice. Yeah. I was in the Poconos.
Was it nice? Did you get to relax?
Yeah, I was there for 4 days. Was out at a beach house. Or not a beach house, like a lake house.
Exciting.
And then came back on Sunday and went to the Mets game Monday.
So you had a really good weekend, and the Mets won.
Yeah, Lindor hit fucking 2 home runs. Almost
at
1
that,
yard
man.
3 times, but it was foul.
I was supposed to be on that game, but it didn't get to my house till later. At that point, I was still creating my character. Sorry, I couldn't be there for you, but we still won without me. So
Yeah, we had Lindor, another really good Spanish leadoff hitter.
yeah, I got him on my team. He's cool. Yeah, we hang out.
I think he's
You know, we hang out. We're like tight. We're like this.
No, he's Puerto Rican also.
Also, as far as look at that. That's why we connect. He's teaching me Spanish. You know,
First base, second base, third base, home.
oh, we
You
call
got
that
it.
fourth base.
Oh,
He
fourth
calls
base?
that fourth base. He said third base, fourth base.
Por la casa.
Raza. Oh man, dude. Although it is good to see you, man, I feel like I gotta eat something. I feel like I'm depleting very fast.
Hungry in the tummy? What do you guys got?
Yeah, like it's getting quick too. Like it's happening fast. Well, I still got some chicken that my daughter made. I think I might heat some of that shit up.
Oh, was that from the party?
Yeah,
What
I
kind
took
of
a bunch of it. I think I'm gonna heat that up.
What kind of
Maybe-
chicken was it?
Like a baked.
Oh, okay.
chicken.
Nice.
It was pretty
Like a-
good.
Like a little sandwich?
Yeah, man, little sandwich. No, I think I'm actually that's what I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna heat that up, make a little sandwich,
Sounds good.
some onion garlic potato chips. Now we rolling. Now you're talking, son. Go ahead, talk.
Actually, I
talk,
saw
talk.
those at the store
You're
the other
talking
day.
lascivious to me.
I saw the onion and garlic, a big bag at the store the other day.
Yeah, out here they got that shit, son. They must have heard I was coming. They
Really?
treat me right out. Yeah, they got that shit in all the stores out here. AC, you couldn't find it nowhere. You know, onion garlic, baby, the best potato chip ever created by Wise. I don't
They are
understand.
fucking good, dude.
They're fucking delicious, man. I don't give a shit. You can have it with a bacon and egg sandwich, great. Any kind of fucking cold cut sandwich, great.
Burger,
That's it
great.
right there, boy. Burger, great.
Hot
you
dog,
know.
great.
I'm telling you, man. It's the shit. Onion garlic, man. The shit that makes your breath stink is usually the best fucking tasting shit.
Dude, I had them in a bowl of milk for breakfast this morning.
Gross. That's gross.
It is nasty.
Yeah, that is gross. Speaking of fucking cereal, I gotta get me some Honey O's, man. I've been rocking on the Honey O's, man. Them shits
Honey
are
O-
good.
I do like the Honey O's.
Yeah, them shits are good with the little crunchy things in the middle of the O.
They hurt
Feel me.
my mouth after a while.
Like you got weak gums.
Nah, it's the
Yeah.
roof.
It's the what?
The roof of my mouth.
Is weak. Soft.
It gets scarred.
Very easily. It's very soft. That's because you keep it too moisturized. You gotta start letting people shoot loads in your throat.
Gay!
It's too fucking moisturized, dog. You
You
gotta
feel better. You feel better
roughen
about
up.
yourself now.
never feel better about myself.
Yeah, but like a little bit.
I wish I
You
could say
definitely do. Yeah, after that one, you definitely feel a little better about
Nah,
yourself.
because it wasn't even that good. It was just I enjoyed it more than I should have. You know, sort of like watching a bunch of dummies watch a
Yeah,
PD
but
Man
just because it
style
wasn't
show.
good
Slap.
doesn't mean it didn't make you feel better.
It didn't. Does that make you feel upset that it didn't make me feel better? It didn't make me feel better. Okay.
No, it's more reassuring.
Gosh.
It's more reassuring, actually.
I liked you better when you were an alcoholic.
I liked you when you were more lascivious than you are right now.
I know. I've stopped.
You haven't really done any lewd acts outside
in
any.
a while.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, outside of any nationally.
Well, I'm not known for lewd acts, dog. You say it like I'm known for that shit. You wiggle your dick at two fucking people in a parking lot one day, under distress, I might add, and the threat of getting hit with a car, and all of a sudden now you're lascivious. The situation called for what the situation called. Kick handles, what's going on, man? It didn't make me feel better either. Exactly. Exactly. You know, like Brian's one of those people who'll say to you, if it makes you feel any better, I'm going through something terrible too. Because he's that type of person that when he's feeling
I've
down,
actually never said that. I've actually never said that to you.
he wants to hear
Gary's
You
the
know,
type of person that will just make
that
up
people are doing worse.
anything about anybody else to not even make himself feel better,
Could
just
you
to make
be-
the other person feel worse.
That's true. I do that. I started a lot of rumors about you.
No, it's all right. It's all
Stay
right.
off Reddit.
Half of them are true.
Stay off Reddit. Nah, I started some really bad rumors about you. I
That's
do
okay.
apologize, but once it's on the
No,
internet,
no one takes you seriously anyway, so it's all right.
it becomes true. No one takes me serious, you said?
No,
I'm
no.
offended.
Well,
I'm offended. And with that said, see, I'm going to do it like Brian does. I'm offended now. And with that said, I'm leaving. Did that offend you, Brian?
no.
Brian, happy birthday, man. You know, once again, happy belated. Fucking, you don't even look 40.
Don't even look for what?
You don't look 40, I said. I would have
Oh,
said
don't
you
look
were
40.
like, nah, I would have said you were like 36, 37.
4.
Around there.
30, 34.
34. Oh, you look like shit. I thought you were old.
Thanks, G.
Nah, man. You know what's up, dog, man. Many more birthdays to you, man. You made it.
G.
You know. If you want to follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow me at Gary G Garcia. Thank you guys for checking in, man. We're gonna make it an early night because you know he's tired and I'm hot. I gotta eat something. Starving. Peace, baby.
Catch G. AC jokes. Swatting some flies, do you love?
I'm gonna be this weekend in Indiana with Adam
Ooh.
Gable in Indiana.
Nice.
So go to my page, Gary G Garcia, if you're in the Indiana area and want to see where I'm at, man. It's over there. All right, baby. Peace.
Peace.
Gay.